I was here early, we got it all set.
All right, so I'll call the meeting, May 9th, Board of Selectmen at 6 o'clock meeting to order. Meeting's being taped by Area 58. So, our accountant will not be present this evening.
Okay.
That's just small.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay, no,
Let's do it.
you told it.
So, we had, from the motions that are in our books,
We added those, yeah.
you did add those.
Yeah.
Was it
those are
13
copies.
and 32?
32 and 19.
19 and 30.
19, 32.
Yeah. So Steve's gonna move this
Which one?
19, and from 32, I will be making that motion.
Oh, hey, I have to ask you something too.
Yes.
You and Pam, because I had Pam send me this morning the list of all the subcommittees, the liaisons, all like everything
Yep.
that we have to deal with as a
Yep.
board of selectmen. And what I counted as going through it, so I just wanted to run this by all of you and see if you think I am wrong, but I counted twice. So we have 12 town subcommittees that the select board serve on, 22 liaison seats, and 5 negotiating units.
That sounds
Does
good.
that sound right?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it is, but right now, it's a lot for you guys because there's only 2 of you guys, but, you know.
It's a lot for 3 people.
There'll be 3, you know, so then.
Plus our,
Well, I don't know, the other board,
plus our selectmen meetings and having to go to I've been going to FinCom every Monday night for months. So that's
Oh.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's OCPC. Like I have a meeting almost every night for weeks.
but that will settle down because the budget season will be over. You know what I mean, after this, you know what I mean?
Okay. So before I spit off those numbers when I go for the 5-member board.
Yeah, I think those
Yep.
are correct.
And then the list that I gave you, you counted that list,
Yep.
right, okay.
So, do we need to vote the sergeants in open?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I move to approve, well, is there a motion to approve the sergeant's contract?
I move it.
I'll second. All those in favor, aye. Is there a motion to approve the patrol officer's contract?
So moved.
I second. All those in favor,
Aye.
aye. Is there a motion to approve the firefighter's contract?
So moved.
I'll second. All those in favor, aye. Is there a motion to approve the highway
And mixing it or
highway
separately?
contract?
Yeah.
Yep.
I move it.
I'll second. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
And the mix unit, there is only the MLU change, correct?
Yeah. Actually, it was just a clarification of the MOU. I think what happened was that Sandy and I found an error in the contract regarding the FY23 numbers.
Okay.
4 of the 6 were okay, 2 weren't, and then she made the change.
Okay, so I know that was presented to us, so is there a motion to approve the typographical errors in the mix unit?
Yes, I move it.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Now, Mr. Chairman, all of the firefighters will be funded through Article 7 of the annual. Highway will have 2 articles, one at the special to fund this year, FY22. Article 8 of the annual will fund FY23. Sergeant's contract for FY23 will be funded at Article 9 of the ATM. And the patrol will have 2 articles, one to fund FY21, and at the annual, Article 10 will fund next fiscal year. And it appears that the mix unit doesn't need to be adjusted.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's nothing that has to be acted on at the annual going for FY23.
So that is 11. So this one would be, I move that no action be, there we go. That's the Passover.
Okay.
Okay.
And do we have a
11
bunch
for
of them that we're
Passover.
gonna pass over or no?
No.
We're not doing it that way?
No, we're not doing it that way because we only have the 2.
And then is there any we haven't recommended yet?
The intercom system.
It's more than that, right?
Firefighters, yeah, just do 2.
I mean, Article 1 doesn't have us. Are they going to? I'm confused. Are we not listed at all in these? It's just the FinCom? Okay. So that was the only one we didn't? Are you positive?
almost positive that's the only one we didn't have a recommendation on when we went through the warrant.
Well, and we held the lines from the FinCom meeting for the,
Right, but we made those changes at the last meeting. So, for Article 32, which is the senior center project, I am going to, because of getting information at 6:30 on Friday night and then getting it update at 11 o'clock today, we held an emergency building and facility needs committee this morning. And out of that meeting, we were recommending to go forward with $140,000 to spend on finishing the drawing plans.
but we're not gonna do that anymore.
We are going to move forward with that
Why?
because we need to get the project moving forward. If
For
we don't,
$4 million?
so it's currently projected at $2.4 million with $600,000 in cost overruns.
I think it's a horrible idea. We're gonna keep dumping money on this for them to turn back around and say, just kidding, now it's
But
for.
this is the best solution that we've proposed. It allows us to move forward with the building. We're gonna do something with the building and we're gonna get them out of Pope's Tavern. But right now, if we went for the full amount, we don't know what the full amount is. So if we spend the 140,000, we can continue to move. We cannot use ARPA funds on this item. I reached out. And
Okay, so what happens is we spend the $140,000 and then they come back with drawings and say, okay, just kidding, we're at 3.6 million for this now.
then we have to present that to the town.
We don't have money for that.
We have to present it so that we have funding of 1.6.
I just hate leading people into
So-
a situation where they're spending money thinking they're gonna get something and then they don't.
The other option that we talked about very early in the beginning was doing a community build. So getting the community involved, come in, doing the work for the
And
things
that's
that,
really involved, right?
right, so we'd have to look at what we have to do for that and how we move forward. But right now, we're getting a cost of $140,000 to sheetrock the building and then $130,000 to go into plaster the
Oh.
building.
Seems reasonable.
It's not bigger than a house.
Right.
$95,000 for the kitchen.
Yeah, so we made an
It's
adjustment.
not even a commercial kitchen.
That was $95,000 for the appliances.
Yeah, yeah.
So we cut that to a total of
I
$25,000.
don't think we should hold this until the next meeting, the special,
Special what?
like we do a special town meeting.
I don't think so.
Because when would the special be?
When was it last year, September?
I was gonna say September.
September.
So
I don't, you're,
Especially
if
we don't
you-
have a
if
lot
you
of
don't do-
information, we're gonna
but
get
if
up
you
there
don't
and be
do-
crucified.
if you don't do the drawings, there's nothing to go forward with in September, because if we don't have the money to do the drawings,
No, but
that's the end of the
between now and
project.
September, we can talk about if we can get the community build, we can do all those things and actually give them a plan. We don't have a plan right now, except for we need the drawings to see if we can afford this.
Well, if we don't have the drawings, then we don't know what we're going out to community build for either.
I don't know. I just think we spend a lot of money on drawings and engineering and stuff in this town that never goes anywhere.
I don't disagree with that.
It's a lot of money that could be going to other things that people want or need in this town, or the employees or contracts.
I think we all recognize that Pope's Tavern doesn't work for a senior center. We need to do something.
I'm not saying we don't need to do something. I'm just saying, do we rush it tonight or do we pass over it and wait till the special and actually have a better plan instead of just, hey, quick, yeah, let's get the drawings.
I don't think we're going to get a better estimate right now.
I don't
because-
think it's gonna pass, but that's fine. We can see what everyone.
What, the
thinks about it.
140?
Yeah. I think there's gonna be a million questions and we're not gonna have answers. And people are gonna be hesitant about the fact that we took it off after all this time we spent pushing and talking numbers and this and that. And now all of a sudden, we're not doing that.
We got the updated information Friday night at 6:30. We scheduled the emergency meeting today at 10:30. We talked to the cost estimator. He moved from 4 million to 3 million after some of his assumptions were reduced. But without having a set of drawings, his assumptions aren't going to change to lower the amount.
But we told them it was a $1.7 million and now we're up to
1.4,
three.
he thought.
Yeah, 1.4, we had 1.7 and now we're talking 3.
But the price,
So we're doubling what we're telling
the
everybody.
price of all the components has skyrocketed.
How are we gonna tell them we're gonna pay for the other half? If it's a $3 million job and we have, let's say, 1.5.
Somebody's gonna ask.
Somebody's
okay,
gonna
what's
ask
that-
where's the
what's
source of
it
money?
Cost us.
So it means you've got a debt excluded. And it's roughly gonna be $75 to $90 per household.
It's not gonna pass. Part of the reason why this worked is because we were using money that we've already borrowed and their taxes aren't gonna go up.
I don't disagree with that at all. All I'm trying to do is move forward a project to have a place that the seniors.
I'm not saying we shouldn't move forward, I'm just saying maybe this isn't the idea and we're gonna rush in to do this and maybe there's another idea.
I don't think there's another idea. I mean, we spent 2 years, or was on the committee as well. I think we looked at everything possible.
We were on for what, 4 of them, there's been 6, this is the 6th. I was saying the same thing, that's basically what happened the last time. We showed up at the meeting, the town meeting, and we went from 1.3 to
I know, and
2.4, or whatever it was.
I don't have a solution. Other than, I mean, the design of the building is not architecturally a palace, to the architect's
I really thought he
design.
made a mistake, Gordon, to be honest with you. I thought when the estimate came in at the 4.1 million, that the architect or the estimator figured, we're building a brand new building from scratch, for 4.1. No, it's just an addition. I don't know how, and
I don't, other than the fact that it's gotta be under the state bidding requirements. I mean,
Yeah.
you're taking a project that you could build a house with those same dimensions
yeah.
for under $600,000.
And whether or not you can actually save money doing piecemeal and some volunteer work. There's 200 pages of requirements that you have to meet in order to use volunteer contracts. What is it, the DCAMM, is that what it is? DCAMM, I think it is.
Yeah.
It's insane, the hoops you have to jump through. But in the same breath, like you said, on a positive note, that's what Carver did
Carver moved
with
forward
their
with
fire station,
Carver has a lot more money than we do.
No, they did a community build.
Yeah.
For the fire station.
How much of it was, I thought almost all of it was. And it's oh my God, it's a palace.
Beautiful,
It's
right.
absolutely beautiful.
They have a very good sense of community over there with the fire
Right.
department too. So.
So I have a report to read for tonight. I just wanted to
On
run
Article 32.
Article 1.
Oh,
So I just wanted
oh, that report, yeah.
So I just wanted to run through it. Good evening, everyone. My name is Gordon Z. Andrews. I'm the current chairman of the Board of Selectmen. I want to start off by thanking you for attending town meeting. I'd also like to thank our finance committee and all of our employees for their hard work on coming up with this year's town meeting warrant. There's a lot of work and effort that goes in to make sure what is presented to our town meeting voters is based on a balanced budget. I would like to thank Mr. Thorne for being our interim town administrator and update the town. The Board of Selectmen is working with Community Paradigm Associates, and after the election, the full board will be interviewing the candidates for town administrator. Our votes tonight during the annual town meeting affect the budget for the upcoming fiscal year 2023, and our votes during the special town meeting affect the current year's budget, fiscal year 2022. Our town faces challenges in the upcoming fiscal year. We know that the police department has for years supplemented our force with special police officers, and because of police reform bills passed, we will no longer have those special officers available to fill in shifts when our full-time staff is unavailable. The selectmen and the fire, sergeant, and patrol unions have worked together in the past few years with an understanding that we have to work We have work to do on the contracts to make them competitive with our surrounding communities, so Halifax is not the training grounds for other departments it has been over the past numbers of years. We also know the same issues apply to our wages for highway, mixed unit, and wage and personnel employees. While we have maintained our school budgets for growing costs, we have not been doing the same for our other departments. We know that out-of-district special needs transportation increased over $500,000 for this fiscal year, and that those increased costs will continue into fiscal year 2023's budget. We are also aware of the increases coming from the projected increase percentage of population of Halifax students attending Silver Lake for the FY24 fiscal year. We know that inflation will not only affect the town, but our residents and taxpayers. The current cost of home heating oil is $6 per gallon, and the cost of gasoline is $4.30 per gallon. We are aware that supply chain issues caused by COVID and the shutdowns have affected all sorts of supplies and parts necessary to purchase equipment. Lead times for vehicles have dramatically increased. We also received some bad news this morning with the cost for our senior center relocation project. The cost estimate has skyrocketed to approximately $3 million, and I will be amending town meeting Article 32 this evening to spend $140,000 transferring from undesignated funds in the free cash in the treasury of the town to be spent by the selectmen for the construction drawings for the museum to be renovated as the senior center. After drawings have been completed, we will then put the project out to bid to present to town meeting the completed project costs with the estimated cost per average tax bill. The Building and Facilities Needs Committee is determined to finding a solution to provide a senior center and believe the museum renovation is the best solution to this issue. Committee is determined to find a solution that will work with our tax dollars, and we will be researching a community build solution as well. We are committed to bidding the project before coming to town meeting with a funding cost for the project. Everyone on the committee is extremely frustrated, and we will be working on finding an affordable solution for our residents. Thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
Who's going after that, after you?
I don't know if there's anybody else reading a report, but probably,
Finance?
I don't know if they
haven't said
typically
it.
don't read.
No.
Yeah.
Did we decide who's moving what? Like we did last year? No,
I thought we had a sheet.
I don't think we ever did
We
it.
never did the sheet.
I don't know what you guys did at the pre-town meeting, because
We did.
I wasn't there.
Have a sheet for what?
Who
We
moves
wrote down
what?
who was writing.
Whatever,
I'll just
why
move
don't you
them
just do
all.
every other one? Why don't you guys just do every other one? Why don't you do one for me next one?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, for right now, at this stage of the game,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
fine.
He does one, you do two. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, that works.
Huh? Hey, I wasn't here last week, don't.
I don't have
I know,
that
yeah.
sheet that I
I
wrote
don't
about
think I have it
that.
either.
Because we had it printed out.
I just saw
Probably
his
left it in the
handwriting
office.
and I was like, oh, but no.
Well, when did you have it?
We had that meeting last Thursday.
I still don't think we've got through all of them though, because there was ones we weren't sure about.
There were a lot we weren't.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
lot we were up in the air about.
Yeah.
I think the only one we said is that I would talk about the 5-member board,
Yep, that's fine.
which I'm gonna bring those numbers into play.
Okay.
And I'm gonna remind everybody that it's harder to stack a 5-member board than 3.
So why don't you just do all the odds and he's still going even?
Oh, we can do that. You wanna be even or odd?
Whatever one you want to be.
I would say you're more odd. I'll be
Thanks.
even.
Unless you think that, unless you think that you're stationed at home.
No, I'm not running across.
Do you have anything else?
You could make a copy if you did.
But I think there was so many that we
Yeah.
were still waiting on because we didn't have the lawyer for that meeting, remember?
No, we did.
No. Not when we went through the motions. This was before that, I thought. Am I wrong?
There's so many meetings at this point in time. It's tough to.
We'll just, you do the odds, I'll do even. What article is the 5-member board? Can't remember.
I think it's towards the end, 5-member board.
42.
So if I'm even, can I move it and then you'll second it?
Sure.
Okay.
That's why we have
Yep,
to come
actually
back
it's
to
doing
the-
42, I have that.
So you did have that one?
Well, I want this one to pass.
Well, we knew that, we knew that was an easy one, we knew that.
All right, so we going to move to adjourn to town meeting?
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye. All right, Bert, let's see if